So what did we decide our inverse operation of addition was? Did you write down subtraction? How about of subtraction? Addition. How about of multiplication? And of division? Okay, so everybody knows what the opposite operations are, right? Okay, next question down here. It says a solution to an equation must make the equation blank. If it's a solution to an equation, what do I know about that solution? Yep, don't write this. If I tell you the solution for V is 5, what does that mean? That V equals 5, what does that mean? What does it do to the equation? Nope. You replace the V with the 5, and then what happens? It adds up to what it's supposed to. It's true. Okay? So a solution to an equation makes the equation true. Okay, so we're going to solve these things today, and I'm guessing that you've already done this. I hope that I just need to clear up a couple things for you, but I'm pretty confident that you are going to be very good at what we're doing today. Okay, in order to solve a linear equation, you must isolate the variable by using inverse operations. What does it mean to isolate something? All alone. You want to get it all alone. And in order to do that, we're going to do inverse, which means opposite operations. Everybody good? So if I take a look at this number 1 here, does everybody see the variable m? Is that on the left side or the right side? It's on the left, so I'm only looking at the left-hand side. I'm not even looking at that minus or equals 11. Everybody good? What do I have to get rid of to isolate the m? What's the opposite of negative 6? So you're going to add 6 to both sides, because whatever I do to one side, I have to do the other, right? You all know that minus 6 plus 6 is 0, which means it cancels out. What is left on the left? No, on the left. M is the only thing left on the left. What's on the right then? 17. So it looks like that's my answer because the M is now all by itself. How do I check to see? Plug it in. If I plug it in, that will be 17 minus 6. What is 17 minus 6? Does it work? Yes, it does. How is this for everybody? Okay, so remember, whatever we do to one side, we have to do the other, right? Everybody see how we added 6? Please don't go on. Please don't go on. See how we added 6 to both sides? That's called the addition property of equality. If I would subtract 6 from both sides, it'd be the subtraction property of equality. Does that make sense? We have to keep it balanced. Good? Okay, take a look at number 2. Everybody see my variable in number 2? What side is it on, left or right? Left. So on the left, what do I need to get rid of? And how are you going to cancel it out? You're going to add the 48. And whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other. This is the addition property of equality. What happens to the minus 48 plus 48? Cancels out. What's left on the left? Equals negative 2. How would I check to see if it's right? Plug it in. So it would look like this. What is negative 48 plus negative 2? So we are correct. Everybody doing all right? You have done this before, right? Okay, good. So take a look at my variable here. How do I isolate this V? It already has a plus 9, so I'm going to do the opposite, which is minus 9. So V is, and we kind of already talked about that one, huh? V is 5. How we doing on the first row? A-okay? Sure? Take a look at the next row. Bless you. I want to isolate this Z. How am I going to do that? Yeah, the only thing attached to the Z is that 19. It's being added, so we will subtract it. So z equals 15. This time I have a d as my variable. You know what? Why don't you guys try 5 and 6? Go ahead. You guys try 5 and 6. You're going to isolate those variables. What is attached to the d? How are you going to cancel it out? Only once on each side, folks. Once on the left of the equal sign, once on the right of the equal sign. I think last year you guys probably drew a line between here, right? You're more than welcome to keep doing that if you want. That's totally up to you. What do you get on the right? On the right, d equals, and somebody I heard just said what? I think it should be positive 43. Yep. How we doing, folks? Okay, how'd you isolate that y over there? So y equals, now notice that's a negative 4.2. What you got, Dalton? Good. How we doing, folks? Just fine? So why don't you do 7 and 8? Please let me know if you need help entering those fractions in number 8. All right, folks, you got a question for me? You would. I would just use your calculator, though. Guys, how did you isolate the h here? Only once on the right and once on the left. Questions at all there for me? How'd you isolate the? Once on each side. G equals. Clear out your calculators. You're correct, Cody. Negative 7 over 8. Clear out your calculators, folks. This says negative 1/8. So type in negative 1/8 minus 3/4. Did everybody get negative 7 over 8? Anybody else need help working their calculators? Decimal version be right also. Okay, so now you're going to use your divide button on fractions. Use the ABC button, that's the fraction button. So clear that out. Negative 1/8 minus 3/4. decimally is correct, but it's way nicer just to write that. Okay, so what you did the same thing that Trevor did. You used the divided button instead of the ABC button, right? Okay, use the ABC button. That's your fraction button. Number 9. Any ideas on how I need to fix this before I start? Distribute. What am I distributing? And it's a -1. So what do you get here? You get positive W. Do I need the 1 in front of the W? No. Now how do I isolate that W? Subtract that 10 over. W equals 1. Questions there, folks? How we doing?